Just when you thought I was done with you with microphones, I have something new. I have another awesome microphone treat for you, so don't check out just yet if you have something in your cart because, well, you may need to add this to your cart. What are we talking about here? We're talking about the iXTECH Mic01 USB-XLR studio grade microphone. That's right, for your gaming, your streaming, your content creation, such as this right here that I'm doing. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. Let's see what we get in our box for that amount of money. Let's do it. All right, techies and gamers, here we are with the iXTECH dynamic microphone, USB and XLR. New product by iXTECH. So we're gonna take a dive and look into what this device comes with. Just a few of us know about the iXTECH brand, but we're gonna show and prove that it's not always all about the branding, but you can get some quality. First and foremost, you get your instructions off the rip. This is the iXTECH Mic01 user manual. Ooh, I see there is a bump up there in the bass. So we're gonna get probably some deep bass tones on that low end. And then there is a significant boost in the high end. We'll check out how clear that sounds. And there's a dip here. Hopefully that takes out some of that hissing. Your overall specs. This is in fact 24-bit. So we should be getting some good audio quality coming out of this microphone. And the sample rate is 96 kilohertz. Nice sample rate as well. This looks like it has some good specs, techies and gamers, so don't sleep. Wow, this thing feels pretty nice and heavy in my hand. I would say it's probably almost the weight, if not the weight, of the PD400X by Mono. Hopefully that is indicative of the quality. And looking here, it has that single arm bracket that the Fifine Tank 3 has. Okay, cut down on some of that weight. That is the weight right there. So just take a close look at it. Zoom in on the weight. Look, looking into the cavernous hole there. Looks like we have both support for the 5/8 as well as 3/8 inch tread. So this should accommodate most boom arm stands, if not all of them. So just wondering how this thing swivels. It looks like this does not go all the way around. You have a hard stop right here at the top and the bottom, so you basically have to use the mic in this particular fashion. Cool iXTECH branding here, kind of subtle, and it's on both sides. So all right, pretty sturdy foam windscreen here. And wow, that looks like it is a relatively large and sizable capsule there. Can we get a view? You can't really see inside, so but it looks like from this view that it may be way up on the front of that mesh there. So yeah, even looking here, you can see some of the interior of that capsule. So nice and large, metallic, of course, all around, metal body. Right here on the body of the microphone, we have touch sensitive monitoring as well as gain controls right here, mute button as well as capacitive touch sensitive volume buttons up and down. So there are no knobs for turning anything up or down. Everything is touch sensitive, 100%. Techies and gamers, you're gonna like this or you're gonna hate it. Looking at the back of the microphone, what do we got? We got a monitoring port, right? 3.5mm jack, as well as USB-C and XLR. And it looks like you have the actual model name right here on the back. An XLR cable, pretty decent length, not that long, but it's also not that short. So keep your audio interface in the mixer nearby. USB-C to USB-A cable, techies and gamers, and it looks like it is a pretty significant length here as well. They were also kind enough to send me their iXTECH pop filter for mounting onto a boom arm in case you feel like you're getting too much plosives or too much hissing. Then this could be one of those helpers, one of those mitigators for those problems. Pulling out this pop filter screen mesh. Oh, cool. At least they were nice enough to include their cool little logo on their trampoline. Ooh, this feels like it is It is double mesh, so you have 2 layers of mesh going on here. And of course, this is what you would utilize to fasten onto your boom arm. All right, well, thanks iXTECH. Maybe I'll just give this a little whirl to see what this does for us. All right, techies and gamers, here we are with the iXTECH Mic01 in USB audio off of the rip. I have it at 100% on my PC and 100% on the microphone. And this is the audio quality. Now, for all intents and purposes, I think the quality is pretty good. Studio broadcasting kind of sound signature. Does it work for gaming and that sort of thing? Podcasting for sure. Yes, this is the kind of audio that you're going to get. And it's pretty crispy. That bass is shining through in the midtone. I like it. The high ends, not so much, but it comes at a good quality in that there is little to no hissing. Definitely can use this going forward as a professional microphone on your content creation. All right, so what do we get from a Plosives standpoint? Let's do some Plosives via USB. Here we go. Peter Piper picked a pack of Pepsis, popped them, poured them into a pitcher profusely. Now I do hear the Plosives in my ears, so there is some because I'm blowing into it at max volume. The Plosives sounds a little bit like the Fifine Tank 3, which is pretty good. Looking at the design of this device, it gives you like a little bit of a diagram there, an exploded view, and you'll see that there is some kind of mesh going over the capsule itself. So there is some interior hardware that is doing some mitigation of Plosives, including the exterior windscreen. So pretty nice. Okay, blowing away from the microphone. Here we go. Peter Piper picked a pack of Pepsis, popped them, poured them into a pitcher profusely. The P sounds pretty good. And when I'm speaking like this, Peter Piper picked a pack of you're not going to get those Plosives that you get when you speak into a microphone blowing. Good job on Plosives. So just as a quick little test with our little pop filter that they provided in box, I'm not going to mount it because this is a little difficult to mount on this particular type of arm, but if you have a regular metal bracket arm, it'll work fine. Let's check it out without it and then with it. Here we go. Peter Piper picked a pack of Pepsis, popped them, poured them into a pitcher, and I see I'm clipping. All right, here we go with the pop filter. Peter Piper picked a pack of Pepsis, popped them, poured them into a pitcher. Peter Piper picked a pack of Pepsis, popped them, poured them into a pitcher. Peter Piper picked a pack of Pepsis, popped them, poured them into a pitcher. All right, pretty good with this windshield for mitigating Plosives. I do, in fact, like this. This works. I don't think that this microphone particularly needs it if you're using it like this, but if you're in a more broadcasty and you want to talk into your microphone like that, you can mount this onto your boom arm and utilize this. So pretty good. Thanks iXTECH for providing this as an extra. I didn't request for it. What? On to hissing. Here we go. Superman ate a salad by the seashore with Sally and a soup on the side. It's not bad. Pointing away from my mic, from the microphone. Here we go. Superman ate a salad by the seashore with Sally with a soup on the side. Superman ate a salad with Susie by the seashore with a soup on the side of a salad. Pretty good via USB, mitigating hisses and Plosives. So this is not, if I'm speaking from right here at this range, doing, I don't know, 6 inches away with Plosives and salad and Superman, your hisses are pretty good, as well as your Plosives. I give that a 9.5 out of 10. I see you, iXTECH. Nice tech. What? Talking a little bit about the hardware. There are no buttons. No hardware buttons anyway to turn. So everything is touch capacitive, which can be a good thing and a bad thing depending on your preference. In some cases, I think maybe for like a mute button, I'm starting to come to appreciate not touch capacitive, but a hardware button. So I can feel it as I'm touching the mic, because if you can touch the mic and you can mute yourself and you won't know it unless you looked at the microphone. That's the only drawback of having a touch capacitive button. You can just press up and down on your touch capacitive a volume button, which is a plus and minus sign. Obviously, you can just tap it once and it starts dropping down like that. Tapping. So they're pretty responsive and pushing the volume back up with the plus sign. It's pretty good. You can hold, yes, you can hold the minus sign like that and it will reduce the volume gradually till you get to, and press it back up and it goes all the way up. It doesn't go to 0 flat mute mode. It goes to a very low gain, like row gain, which you hear what? And then when you hold the mute button, right? That's how you switch between gain control and monitoring control. When you hold that mute button, the light will switch over to your monitoring. That's that. And then of course you tap the mute button. Just tapping the mute capacitive button will turn the mic icon red, let you know you're mute, and then blue when you're not on mute. Do you hear that? That's my HVAC. The gain of the pickup via XLR is ridiculous. I can sit back a foot comfortably and get all the reverb, but you can definitely hear me. This is XLR. Does it sound great and crispy? Yes, it does. And I can hear that bass profile that we saw, the frequency range coming through. And I hear that high-end audio quality kicking in. Yeah, but it's high up on the high end, but right where it starts to hiss, they dropped it down a little bit so it mitigates some of the hissing. And speaking at a close range like this with a pretty decent level of gain, do you get that awesome crispiness, techies and gamers, that you would like in your audio? Do you want to do some ASMR and get that crispy little crispiness? I got a problem. I got to fix that. Is it better than what I'm getting out of the $150 PD 400X? I don't think so. But guess what? You're not paying $150 for this microphone. So yeah, get your life together. What? Let's do plosives. Blowing into the microphone, blowing away. Here we go. Peter Piper picked a pack of Pepsis, pumped them, poured them into a pitcher profusely. Kind of getting it the same way it comes in via USB. So a little bit louder because, well, the gain has bumped up and it's a little louder, but it's the same. It's the same level of distortion blowing into it and the loudness. So it's still pretty good. Right. So, all right, let's blow away from it. Here we go. Peter Piper picked a pack of Pepsis, popped them, poured them into a pitcher. Very good. Plosives is not a thing you'd ever have to worry on this microphone. Awesome. All right. Good on plosives, iXTECH. I see you with the tech. Again, what? Hissing is a different thing. Let's do some sibilance and sibilance testing and see what happens. Blowing into it first. Here we go. Caesar ate a salad with Susie by the seashore with a soda on the side. I can hear it. Yes, it's there. Try it away from the microphone. Superman ate a salad with Susie and a soup on the side with soda in a sauna. A little less. It's there, but talking away from it and from this distance, it probably is going to be okay. On the count of 3, we're going to apply some noise suppression. Ready? 1, 2. What does it sound like, Techies and Gamers? Does it sound fantastic? Probably so. I can't hear it because I'm actually monitoring via the mixer, but let me do a little bit of playback and see what this crispy audio that I'm hearing in my ears sounds like. Let's do it. So as you see here, Techies and Gamers, the audio quality coming out of this microphone is pretty good for your $90 that you're going to spend on this, which is the same price as the Fifine Tank 3. There's a lot of options these days, this day and age anyway. So don't get caught up in the brand wars of trying to get your SM7Bs and everything that everyone's pushing in your face and trying to sell you, because, well, you can get something on a professional level like this and not have to really break the bank and spend $500. I'm trying to save you some money, Techies and Gamers, and allow you to create your content and not be held back because of a price point. If you need to go this range to sound professional or even cheaper, I have a lot of those too. So if I had to give it one con, the touch capacitive buttons aren't as sensitive as some of these other microphones out there. So you gotta be sure and be precise that you touch that button so that it actually registers. Once again, we have another awesome microphone option in our lineup here that I have a big catalog, so go through it and see which one of the ones is the ones you like and at the price point that you need it to be at.
Someone was detected at your front door.
Someone was detected at my front door. Should I go get it? Nope. Just break in and take everything I got. What?